Hello, everybody. Uh, I just I had an idea for a video that I am taking off of another YouTube channel. Uh, I am an avid YouTube watcher, which should probably come as no surprise, seeing as how I'm choosing to do a vlog on YouTube, despite a lot of other places and things that I could be writing or sharing my videos on. Um, and obviously I'm not trying to get a huge audience or caring about building a great audience right off the bat. This is more kind of a personal therapy session almost for me. If I get viewers, awesome. Anyway, back to what gave me the idea for my video today. Um, I love watching the Vlog Brothers. They've been someone that I've been following for a long time now. Um, I don't know if I've ever really considered myself a member of Nerdfighteria, or being a nerd fighter, that sort of thing, just because I don't get active in a lot of things outside of church and local community, things like that, but I believe in a lot of the things they're doing, and so I appreciate the viewpoint that Hank and John Green bring to a lot of things. So it was great to look. Sorry, I had an itch on my foot. Great to see Hank doing a video on another channel called Sexplanations, and she has an obvious, subject for her channel. But Hank's on there, and he's talking about his monogamous relationship, about being married to his wife and solely to his wife, and how they have a setup for their relationship that is, from my viewpoint and from my background, very biblical. As far as he's married to one person, and he talked about guilt and different things, even from having a dream about another woman, and all those sort of things. And it's great to hear people who don't necessarily come out and go, I'm a Christian, this is my Christian viewpoint, it's based on the Bible, and that's why you should do this too. And come to some of the same conclusions, and then talk about how wonderful and beautiful it is and how comforting it is. Uh, he talked about New Year's Eve getting absolutely drunk, sort of idea, with his wife. But that was a great thing, listening to music and just spending time together. So the idea being his first memory and best memory of the year is just his marriage, being with his wife. And my wife's birthday, like I talked about yesterday, is just another reminder of how much I love her and why I want to be around her for another year or two or three or 20 or as long as God gives us on this earth. And so monogamy can be a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Um, until recently, my parents were both married to each other, and then they got a divorce. And so that kind of shook me a little bit in understanding what is a good marriage. What does a good marriage look like? Because I knew my parents had some issues, had some struggles, but they still looked and felt like it was all okay, and then it turns out it wasn't. But there are things that happen in those moments where, yes, you're just laying in bed at night and you're sharing stories with each other, and then you're able to be near each other on a constant basis. You're able to yell and scream at each other, uh, and then come together later with an understanding of, okay, this is how I felt, this is how you felt. Obviously, we had a miscommunication, but we're going to move forward from this, and then everything be okay later because you worked through those issues, because you're committed to a bond. Speaking of my wife, just got a text from her. She's off out of town at a business meeting. Anyway, it maybe that's another thing. Tonight I'm missing her. She's gone, so it adds to it. But monogamy isn't something that is necessarily the highly esteemed thing it used to be. It's not even considered to be the normative thing necessarily. You have so many cases of divorce or different alternative forms of relationships, uh, for whatever reason or another. But I can say that I believe in monogamy because of what I read in the Bible. But the reason why started this video is it's nice to hear from other people who, even outside of necessarily specific biblical beliefs, still see the value in one person and another person being bound together and then doing their best to get through life together, um, and finding the beauty in that. So that's my relationship, and I'm sure you'll hear more about my wife and I and kind of what we do, how we live our lives, and all those sort of things in time to come. But it's not all bad with one person. It's not like I'm missing anything or pining after the things that could be beyond, outside, all the people I'm missing out on being with. I mean, that doesn't hold appeal to me necessarily. I I like what I've got. I'm very satisfied with that, and hopefully will have the pleasure of being with my wife for many years to come. So we'll talk to y'all more later. Bye.